Hey, and welcome to another Geek Out commentary where we're continuing our celebration of Batman's 75th anniversary with the rebirth of Batman on the big screen. Batman Begins. That's where it all started. Then, interestingly enough, this is the first Batman movie I ever saw on the big screen. I never saw 89, Returns, Forever, and Robin, Mask of the Phantasm. None of that shit I saw on the big screen. But you guys, you've had seen stuff at that
Batman
point.
and Robin.
Yeah,
that's the first one.
Mask of the Phantasm, actually. And I know earlier in another commentary I said that Batman Forever was the first one, but I definitely saw Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah, 1 year older than you. Yeah.
Geezer.
By the way, I'm Chris.
And I'm Sam.
And I'm Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they would know our voices by now.
You'd think, but who knows? Maybe this is their first commentary.
Maybe they saw they do Batman Begins. And then
whoa, I love Batman Begins.
Yeah, they just supersede, like, Batman Forever.
They've never listened to any of our podcasts.
Yeah. You know.
Didn't feel like listening to Batman 66, which
that's
probably
fine.
a good idea.
Don't listen to Batman 66.
This movie was actually the the third or this was the fourth proposed Batman film. No, fifth. Because the first one was supposed to...
Can you get your story straight,
the fifth?
please?
Yeah.
Was it the fifth?
Yeah, the first one was supposed to be a sequel to Batman and Robin with Scarecrow as the bad guy, which is really the only...
Been so cool. I would have loved that.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern was approached for the role.
Baba booey, baba booey.
That's the only plot element of that makes it into Batman Begins.
That Howard Stern is...
Oh, yeah. Howard Stern is all over. But he's Batman.
Howard Stern's penis? Baba booey, baba booey.
The other ones, there was Darren Aronofsky wanted to make a version of Batman Year One written by Frank Miller where Batman is adopted by a big mechanic named Big Al instead of Alfred, and the Batmobile, I think, is a pimpmobile in that proposed film. They also wanted to do an adaptation of Batman Beyond, which would have been awesome, actually. But that ended up not, getting any traction. They also wanted to do a Batman vs. Superman film between... Batman, Robin, and Batman Begins because they wanted to revive both franchises in one fell swoop. That didn't go through. Then after Christopher Nolan directed the Memento, they were like, what properties do you maybe want to work with us? And it's like, well, after I finish making...
Except in a British accent.
Yeah. He's like, after I finish Insomnia, I would love to do Batman. And this is what came from it.
There's only one British accent for you, isn't there?
I do.
A Beatle. No, he does. He does one of the Beatles.
I do. Scottish is technically British, but the
you're gonna get your ass beat by a Scot.
Wouldn't be the first time. I remember skipping school in 2005 to watch this movie on opening day, and it was awesome. This is really the Batman movie that came for me at the perfect time, and it got so much so that it got me back into comics.
Yeah.
So, any things you guys want to say before we hit the old play button?
I remember seeing this opening night as well, and it was so packed that I went. I think it was like 4 or 5 friends, and we had 2 of the friends going to get seats while we were getting like the rest of the tickets or any kind of snacks or anything. And we go in and we look up, and I see my friend and his brother, and they have perfect seats, and they have their arms are shrugged like, "Sorry, we couldn't save any. Like, they wouldn't let us." And I look, and the only seats left are front row all the way on the left.
Oof.
So I watched the movie, like, looking up, and it didn't matter because I remember, and, I'm sure we'll talk about plenty of nostalgia from, watching this the first time. But finally, because I'd seen Batman and Robin. It was, whatever.
Sure, yeah. I'd seen them all. I just hadn't seen them on the big screen.
But to see a relaunch of a character that we all love so much, and to see, like the people did with Batman 89 when they first saw Batman, to have our moment of Christian Bale dropping the "I'm the Batman" for the first time and donning the suit for the first time and being an amazing movie too. Like it was just that it was a relaunch of a character. It was a relaunch of a great series of films that were going to be coming out.
And it started really the whole idea of reboots in Hollywood, I feel like Casino Royale and Star Trek and all that.
Well, the current incarnation of reboots in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So
instead of just the generic. Anything you want to add, Chris?
This is where I started really hating the fact that I was called Christopher Nolan. Like as much as I love these Batman movies, like before Batman Begins, like not a lot of people knew that there was a famous Christopher Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was still kind of cool. Like, oh yeah, Memento is really cool. Yeah, but only like 10 people have seen it. You know,
Insomnia.
Like, Insomnia. Same thing with Insomnia. Like only 20 people had seen that one. You know, but like now, like everyone knows who Christopher Nolan is, and everyone has to be like, oh, I love your Batman movies, and I'm like, oh, thanks.
So this is the beginning of
my hatred of Christopher Nolan.
the annoyance. The nuisance begins.
Yeah, exactly. But
nice.
but it's still a really good movie. So I don't fault the movies for happen. You know, like now I know how like people feel. Like now I know how the character Michael Bolton feels in Office Space. Except he didn't like Michael.
Except Christopher Nolan's not an ass pirate or ass clown or whatever he calls him in that.
Yeah. He's the one that sucks. Why should he should have to change his name. All right, so if we're ready, I have the remote in my hand. We're watching the original DVD, not the Blu-ray, although there shouldn't be any differences if you have the Blu-ray or any release of it. We have started the movie. I paused it, knocked it all the way back to zeros on the counter. So get ready to do that. Okay, I'll assume that you've done that by now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And we're off. The black and white Warner Brothers thingy, backlot thing, Warner Brothers logo.
We're about to see Jim Lee's Riddler smiling at us in the DC logo.
That was an eyeball.
There he is.
And then the thwack right after it.
I saw this movie 7 times in theaters.
Jesus.
I only paid to see it twice because I had a friend working at Fairfax Corner at the time. But yeah, this holds the record of like repeat viewings at the cinema.
There's that lovely theme.
Yeah.
That he continues to use in all 3 movies.
Hans Zimmer, man.
Yeah.
Who now is like doing like all the music for Warner Brothers.
He's doing another, he'll be doing a different Batman theme, which is got to be the first person ever to have written 2 Batman themes.
Yeah, lucky.
For like professional
for 2
purposes.
separate, yeah.
I was telling the guys earlier before we started, these movies for me are probably going to be the hardest to do commentary on because I'm going to want to just sit and watch the movie.
Yeah.
Fall Down the Well is a reference to Denny O'Neil's The Man Who Falls. Christian Bale waking up from another bender.
He wakes up a lot easier than Sam does, though.
Yeah.
He does.
Sounds about the same when he wakes up.
That's
though.
true. You have a Batman voice when you wake up. Now, how familiar were you guys with Christian Bale before you saw Batman Begins?
Oh, I grew up watching Newsies.
Okay.
I think this is actually the first time I had ever seen Christian Bale.
I was a fan of American Psycho.
Yeah.
That's right. I had seen American Psycho.
Yeah.
After it had been announced that he was going to be Batman, and I watched American Psycho, and I was like, oddly enough, I can see it.
I think for me, the best Bruce Wayne Batman performance in the same film, performing as both those characters equally well, I think Christian Bale holds that distinction for me in this movie. Like I said, I love Michael Keaton's Batman. His Bruce Wayne's okay. But I think his Bruce Wayne and his Batman, Christian Bale's in this film, reign supreme.
I don't really know what his plan is here. I'm just going to drag you through mud until somebody punches me in the face.
It's just practice.
This is weird for me going from like fucking Newsies to seeing him kick the shit out of people in a Chinese prison, though. Previously singing about Santa Fe in the streets of 1920s New York.
Also, would you say, guys, that this is the first and so far only movie made about Batman, the character? Because all the other ones focus so heavily on the creation of the villains.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight doesn't... Well, the genius of the Dark Knight, and we'll get to it, is we don't see the creation of the villain. At least the main villain.
That's how Liam Neeson enters every room.
Yeah.
He waits.
Just always there.
Yeah.
He's probably in this room. We just haven't found him yet. He's like Waldo.
Oh, there he is. Don't touch anything.
I have a very specific set of
DVDs.
That I would like to sell to you.
Raz Al Ghul.
Okay, but Paul Dini and fucking the Arabic language say it's Raish Al Ghul, which is Arabic for demon's head.
By the way, anyone that was surprised at the turn that, like he's Raz Al Ghul, for shame.
I had my suspicions because it was such like a major character, like or major actor, and he's like,
well, people who don't know Batman would have no idea to know any different.
Fair enough.
Well, he does have the facial hair,
yeah,
straight down to the coloring.
Well, no, but I'm saying that if you've never read Batman, and even like some casual Batman fans, before this movie came out, wouldn't know who he is.
Oh, I mean, he's not like a marquee Batman villain.
Yeah, he's not the Joker.
Yeah, so I could see how people would have been fooled.
Yeah, I guess I more specifically meant Batman fans.
Yeah.
I remember them. Yeah, I remember my buddies who I saw the movie with didn't see the twist coming.
Talia Al Ghul surprised me because I'm an idiot, and I forgot that he had a daughter.
Right. That was always the rumor, and I didn't want to believe it.
Well, also so much of her origin story that is revealed to be her origin story is the same as Bane's. So if you know anything about Bane, you're believing it to be true.
Yeah.
Do you think Bale's performance is stronger as Bruce Wayne or Batman?
I like it. To be honest, I probably prefer his Bruce.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Like I said, I like his Batman in this because I think
the scene from the trailer,
which
nobody knew was from
this
a Batman
isn't the
movie.
Batman trailer. Where are the ears?
Where's the cape? That jacket's not a cape.
There's no flags like there's where is this in Gotham City?
Gotham Central Park, where the Penguin's parents dumped the Penguin.
Yeah,
33 years ago.
Yeah.
which is weird.
So he's the same age as Christ? I don't know.
I met him.
well, in Paul Dini makes a thing saying that when in the animated series he always had him as kind of like 30, 33. Like even like when he in that interview with Kevin Smith, he even makes a joke. It's like whatever age Christ was.
One of the things I didn't like about this film is I felt that they make Bruce Wayne too old when he finally becomes Batman because he celebrates his 30th birthday later in the film, and it's like, so whereas like year one he's 25 and pre-crisis he's
like almost 19.
Yeah.
Or well, no, that's a New 52. He's like 19 in 0 year.
Yeah, but even pre-crisis he wasn't 21 yet. Because back when I remember reading books where he's like, man, I'm not even old enough to vote, and it's like back when the voting age wasn't lowered to 18 yet.
This Prince's house.
Party man.
It all comes back. He's still writing songs that will be played in Gotham.
Gotham loves Prince.
They did in 1989.
We should make an album called that.
Album number 7.
Right after Sexual James Coburn.
Did you guys ever play the Batman Begins video game?
Yeah, on the GameCube.
No.
Yeah, I actually liked it.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It had stealth elements like Arkham Asylum before
Yeah, the fear meter.
Yeah, where if you got an enemy so scared he would hallucinate that you were literally like a bat demon.
Yeah, and then also you, the game starts off with like you getting like thrown through a window, like royally fucked up, and then it goes back to you training.
Yeah, it's like
doing all this stuff.
It's when you get set on fire by Cillian Murphy.
He brought us a flower.
I feel like Ken Watanabe's like half awake the entire movie.
Now, Liam Neeson is the alcohol to me being Christian Bale the next morning after our birthday celebration.
My question
Just
is
beating me senseless.
My question is, what if Bruce was like, "Yes, I'm ready to begin"? Would he still beat the shit out of him?
Well, he'd be like, "Oh, okay, well,
Good, because death doesn't wait for you to be ready. Let's start." Sleepy Christian Bale.
that little pat. Yeah, it's always very nice. It's a very nice touch. I remember jumping at that scene cut. I miss the mustache. Because I think I've said a million times in like The Dark Knight Returns, he looks like my dad. So much so that when we were watching the movie, my dad just started laughing whenever they'd show Thomas Wayne. And he looked at me and he goes, "Why aren't you Batman?"
Does that make your brother Owlman?
Yes. That is true. He really is Owlman. I am not, or have never been Batman.
I guess that makes Sam Hush.
Because they wanted your blood, Bruce.
Close it on your fingers.
Yeah, they have the Pretty Woman scene.
style.
Yeah. I got these pearls from Frank Miller. It's pretty great that the thing about this movie is they do not rush bringing Batman into this movie whatsoever.
I hate that building isn't the Wayne Enterprise building in the sequels.
Yeah. A very different Gotham City than we left it in Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's all the
no weirdo, Greco-Roman
naked
statue all throughout the city.
Sam likes girls. Sam likes girls.
Opera is
now,
Die Fledermaus, which is German for the bats.
One thing that I didn't like about this is that they changed it from them going to the Mask of Zorro to this. Like, I always liked the idea that, Zorro was like the last bit of innocence that Bruce has, and that's why he, that has an influence. That has an influence on his vigilantism.
Zorro's such a hero to him that in The Dark Knight Strikes Again, he carves a Z on Lex Luthor's face, and nobody knows why. And Frank Miller doesn't explain it to anybody why, but we as an audience know. And it's that moment where it's the oldest we've ever seen Batman, but in that single panel, he's also the youngest we've ever seen him because he gets to live his fantasy of becoming Zorro for that one moment.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Frank Miller Batman moments.
Why did we come out of this exit again?
So we can pick ourselves back up.
Actually,
Tom Petty.
I think for the
Take
purpose
it
for me,
easy.
he does look like he should be in the Eagles, but
Yeah.
but I do like how
Butterfingers.
Oopsie daisy. I do like the idea of, like, it ties by linking it to his feelings of fear in the bad imagery. I mean, if there's any one underlying fear or one underlying theme in Batman Begins, it's overcoming fear or using fear as a weapon.
Yep. I like that they don't make this scene like super stylized. It's just a straight quick, wham bam, awful tragedy.
Also, how old does that make Jim Gordon?
Yeah, because he already looks like he's in his 30s now.
Like City Miles 30s.
Yeah.
You better, whatever you're going to say, this kid's going to remember for a very long time because he's going to spit it back at you at the worst opportune moment.
And then that's how you'll know who he is.
Before a bomb's about to go off.
Right?
I make fun of that scene, but I do love that scene.
Yeah. No, same here.
Man, this guy, he's just such a weird shaped head. It's like it's been in a vice.
I could hear Sam kind of like clear his throat. I was like, what is he?
Yeah, I know. Me too. I was like, oh, God, what's he going to say? I thought he was going to, like, pull out some random factoid, like, oh, this guy was on an episode of NYPD Blue.
This guy was on an episode of Deep Space Nine. Because everything seems to come back to a Star Trek TV show.
Yeah,
This guy was born on the same day as Walter Brimley.
We've got the lead replicant here, though.
That's right.
Yeah.
Rutger. Did you guys ever see Hobo with a Shotgun?
No, I
Yeah.
really want to.
It's pretty entertaining.
It's exactly as advertised.
It is a hobo
Much like
with
snakes
a
on a
shotgun.
plane.
Saw that on opening day, too.
So did I, and it was great.
Yeah, I think we probably
I think
all
we were
on the
all at
same
Fairfax
showing.
Corner.
Yeah, it was Fairfax Corner.
Also, Michael Caine apparently doesn't age for like 20 years.
Yeah.
This has such beautiful cutting between like the past and the present.
Mm-hmm. Filmed on actual cracking ice in Iceland. You can see it melted in some parts, too. Because they filmed it too late in the winter. They could only get minimal crew on the ice at the same time.
Speaking of stuff cracking and breaking, did you see the Expendables interview where Mel Gibson's chair broke
No.
in the middle of the interview and he fell over?
Does he take it in stride?
Yeah, classic Melody. You got to check it out. There's the picture is a screenshot of the chair breaking. He's going, and the rest of the Expendables are like trying to like
Catch him. Dolph Lundgren's diving out of the way to save him.
It's pretty great.
So what happens if Bruce's sword actually connects? Does he like totally kill Liam Neeson? My personal
What if I eat
favorite.
this?
It's pretty impressive that Christian Bale went from like, how much did he weigh while he was filming the Machinist?
120 pounds to 220 pounds in basically a year. And it's like he is one stocky motherfucker in this movie.
Certainly for these sequences, like the training sequences, he's got a bit more.
Well, the night after where he's like Batman for the first time, all bruised up, and he has like that falling push-up thing. He's big, and he kind of did what Daniel Craig did, like in Casino Royale. He's really big, like lumberjack big, and then he kind of cuts it down for the sequel.
Yeah,
and he did the same thing for this between the Batman Begins and The Dark Knight.
I want a dubstep remix that's just repeatedly Liam Neeson saying "rub your chest."
He learned that on Man vs. Wild.
This is basically the speech that Val Kilmer gives Chris O'Donnell in Batman Forever about vengeance.
It's a poison dick.
A poisoned dick?
Oh, definitely. The worst kind of dick of all.
If you guys could only see how Sam's eyes lit up.
Oh, I get to talk about dicks? Oh, Samson likes girls. Samson likes girls.
Aren't you the one that always chimes in? Y'all talking about dicks?
Yeah, it's the new That's What She Said.
The better That's What She Said.
You can tell he's young because he has that, like, you know,
Shaggy.
the arch hair that we all had in the 90s.
I feel like I still have it.
There's an urban myth that Michael Caine never blinks while on screen. And so every time I watch him, I try to catch him blinking. So play along at home.
So far, since you said that, Christian Bale has blinked like 4 times. Michael Caine has yet to blink.
Exactly. I think I caught him blinking on like at his first appearance, but
On his first movie role ever?
No, in this movie.
Okay.
I think I saw him blink, but I couldn't tell because he has such heavy eyelids that like it might have just been him looking down real quick.
I always thought that was kind of a creepy sequence. Like his dad gives him like this creeper grin, and like Bruce looks in his eyes like, "You just popped a boner."
Again, Sam Stone.
It's not a geek out commentary until Sam says boner. That's your catchphrase, Sam.
You know, I actually prefer Katie Holmes' performance over Maggie.
Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Me too. Also, another Tom Cruise wife dealing with Batman. Nicole Kidman.
Oh, Nicole Kidman, yeah.
Sam Stone likes girls.
He does. He does.
And boners.
Proceeding. Gosh.
Is that a denim shirt?
Dude, Bruce Wayne's style, man.
Layers on top of
Nothing was
layers.
more layered than Batman Returns. Good lord. I mean, I
Right?
know it's a Christmas movie, but
Does Christian Bale ever rock a turtleneck? Does he ever do the Steve Jobs
I don't
look?
think so. I don't think Michael Caine Alfred ever rocks the Starbucks apron either.
That's something that died in the.
It died with the original
in the Burton
run.
Schumacher.
Yeah.
For shame.
Mr. Chill, you don't have to live like a refugee. He's wearing a nicer outfit than Bruce.
Yeah. Damn, look at them crazy eyes.
Seriously.
And in that moment, Bruce realizes that he could have never actually gone through with it. At least that's the way I like to interpret it. Like the whole killing.
I always thought that like he would have done it, but he's clearly conflicted about it. And then he shows it off to like Rachel, and then Rachel's like, "Yeah,
She smacks him hard.
twice."
Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes, "You hit like you smell. Like a predator."
Katie Holmes for Predator.
Now, did she not come back for The Dark Knight because of she was filming something else? Or is it I don't remember exactly what was going on around that.
First off, it went from daytime to nighttime and zero time flat.
This is the underground.
Secondly, to answer your question, like anyway,
The sun doesn't rise down here.
yeah, it's the Undercity.
But everything does float.
I always kind of, I feel like she left the Batman movie for reportedly to film the movie Mad Money
Oh, yeah.
with Diane
yeah.
Keaton and Queen Latifah. I feel like it might have been motivated by her spouse.
Yeah, I always thought that Tom Cruise had something to do with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, this was during a period where she would always have to have, a certain a representative conduct interviews with her.
Yeah.
Can I get one more take?
Yeah.
Thanks.
The second one actually sounded a little bit weaker.
You did.
It was. Christian Bale, crazy eye.
Christian Bale, Durface. We were walking home.
I know how to get to Wayne Manor from here.
Just yelling.
Now
Alfred,
it's night.
just starts yelling Alfred's name until someone picks him up.
Alfred! Alfred!
I mean, what I would give to have like a scene of him in a turtleneck and the wire rim glasses,
Right.
and like the '90s jeans,
In certain continuities, he actually gets the gun that killed his parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like in Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to shoot you?
So, in the Lone Ranger, he's one of the villains, and then in the Green Hornet, he's Burt Reed's father.
Yeah.
And that means he was the villain of the Lone Rangers. Of the Green Hornet becomes like, the great nephew of the Lone Ranger. He's also the father of that great nephew, who was also the villain of the great uncle. That's acting.
Do you feel like he overplays the the Brooklyn accent?
Yeah, a little bit.
Or Chicago or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
I feel like Eric Roberts does the same thing in the following film.
Yeah, hardcore.
But it's Eric
Mr.
Roberts.
Brightside.
Yeah. Is he Mr. Brightside?
No, he's just in the video. I mean, I don't know, actually.
He's Mr. Darkside. Which is why he's in a DC movie.
Oh, with the cannoli, Bruce. You didn't bring the cannoli.
I forgot about it.
Like, did he just watch like all of the Sopranos?
That was such an unnecessary, stock 90s punch noise.
Yeah. The best. Yes, you do.
I give you that.
Look at the gumption on you. We're about to get Tom Wilkinson doing a Ricky Gervais Derek face. And there it is.
It's so perfect. I loves him.
Animals is my favorite. Let's raid something, a Slavic last name.
He's in that M&M's commercial.
He's Boris the Blade in Snatch.
Everyone. He's just like Marv in Sin City.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a damn fine coat you're wearing. Shame bleeding all over it.
Starts training for Rocky.
It's a very awkward run.
Batman doesn't run much, so it could be worse. He could run like Steven Seagal.
It's me.
It's like if they caught Steve Jobs in Taiwan stealing iPads.
We're making meth.
The Breaking Bad crossover we've all been hoping for.
Yeah. We've got to cook, Jesse. Fear.
Say my name. If I just breathe every little piece of me.
I was desperately trying to think of a song that wasn't that.
It was a Thriller video.
Bruce Wayne just straight cuts through every single ninja man.
Ninjas. Why did it have to be ninjas?
I also want a dubstep song of just Liam Neeson saying you have to become an idea.
What if one guy like missteps and he's like standing in the middle, like, oh shit, sorry.
Will, we rehearsed this.
Yeah.
So, here's a question. Are there actually bats in that, or is it all in Bruce's mind?
I think it's all in his mind.
I thought it was all in his mind.
So, like, everyone's just watching him lose his shit on the ground.
They all know he's got the fear toxin going.
It's true, it's true.
That's just whatever fears most. Except when one hits him in the head, like coming up, it's kind of funny. Yeah. I always thought this would suck. Like they're just standing there, like, all right. He just starts cutting them. This wasn't part of the plan.
Ouchies.
Yeah.
He's like breathing heavily too. He's like, please don't slit my throat.
Yeah.
What an awkward clap.
Yeah.
Oh, he's woken.
Nope. Now he's starting to fall asleep again.
That one never caught on. Remember, I had a roommate in college that said I always looked like this like prisoner guy, and I was like, "You're a racist asshole."
I don't know.
Every time.
Let's see. Let's get a good look.
Oh, you could speak English the whole time. Damn.
He said very impressive. That was a very thick roll on the R there. Rome.
There's a reason for it, because there is no phonetic equivalent in the Japanese alphabet. So to be able to properly pronounce the R instead of...
You overpronounce it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You would know about that, Sam.
Well, yeah.
Racist, you're only half Korean. God.
Still surrounded by the
Got
language.
Got you.
Surrounded by the language. Surrounded by the language.
You must kill Sam Stone.
Sorry, Sam.
You haven't even seen what he looks like yet. All you're looking at is Ken.
He looked Asian with, you know.
We saw him for like a second. You're gonna get a good look right here, though. You can look up. Oh, I like girls.
This is the best rendition. This is the best rendition of Hey Jude ever.
You swing a sword like you smell like
the
a predator.
I really hope this explosion doesn't kill anybody. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm so against killing.
Yeah.
Fucking, we know it kills at least one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy down there looks pretty dead. That guy too.
Dead status.
Yeah.
He only saves one.
It's the only one he made a connection with.
Yeah, that guy's dead too.
Yeah.
The one that just like burst through that.
That guy probably died the hard. Oh wait, they died the hardest. Is that a laser beam that went off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just fall out that? He's totally doing the Superman.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the coolest uses of the what do you call those? Forearm
Gauntlets
gauntlets?
almost. Yeah.
I think that's probably one of the best uses of the gauntlets I've seen. Probably the most painful.
Yeah. Didn't dislocate his arm.
Come on, what's the use of all those pull-ups if you can't
Lift
pull him
one
up?
bloody Irishman.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite line of the movie.
And he looks at him like, "Fuck you, man." We'll get there.
Yeah. It's like an hour and a half from now.
Yeah.
Everybody speaks English. This is awesome. Thank you.
So the guy that he refused to kill pretty much died anyway, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. About, 8 or 9 years. I remember this is a big part of the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look right into the light when I say that. All right, check those Michael Caine eyes.
Damn it!
Urban legend.
Busted.
Yeah.
But the entire time Bruce Wayne was gone, he didn't blink.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
I'm so glad I told you guys about that so that we could have that big, one big, when he did it. They did that in the comics. It's fine. Ah, there's another. That doesn't count. Doesn't look like Manhattan. Ooh, pizzazz.
I did dress up as Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow for Halloween the year this came out.
Nice. You had like the mask and everything?
I wore, a burlap sack with like eye holes with like black strings kind of sewed in over it. And I would throw like powder.
Oh, God. You must have been a fucking.
But it was cool because I just wore a suit.
So who are you? And you just throw powder in someone's
I'd
face?
be like,
Anthrax!
I'd be like, do you want? And I would. They'd be always like, who are you supposed to be? And I'd be like, do you want to see my mask? Probably doesn't intimidate a guy like you, but these crazies, they can't handle it. And then I'd put it on and throw flour in their face.
Were you like, I do have something that's a little bit scarier. Fuck her right in the pussy.
That's a reference to it. That's a YouTube video. Look that up.
Fuck her right in the pussy. Halloween. Ew, kisses.
So does she like date all her like bosses? Does she have a thing dating district attorneys?
She has a type,
City?
man.
That's why her and Bruce never work out. He's never district attorney of Gotham City.
No, not lawful enough.
We have bats flying around my parents' house all the time. It always looks like they're just chaos. Like they're just, all over the place.
Probably too echoey for them.
Yeah. I haven't been down here since...
Flashback. For a completely underground cave, there seems to be a lot of light coming in.
Does that mean Wayne Manor's unstable?
I
mean, it does burn down.
Well, that's not a geographic happening.
I mean, we'll never know it burned down.
This was a big part of the trailer, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I always see this scene, like, at, like, satellite TV, like, ads. They're like...
Oh, I know, yeah.
They're like, hey, get satellite TV. Be like Batman.
Yeah. Get the highest definition in Blu-ray. And they show this scene.
I mean, I remember it in the theaters with, like, the big speakers and everything. Like, that was like, oh!
Bat boners everywhere. Okay, so it's really weird. We get Cillian Murphy, like, seated all the way against, like, back against the chair, against the window, whatever the fuck, while Gangster Wilkinson is talking. Wait for it.
I am patiently waiting. I want to know what the second half of this sentence is.
Yeah. Leaning back, leaning forward. Always threw me off.
He has a really quick shoulder.
Yeah. 20 years ago, I couldn't wear a pink shirt to board meetings, but now I can. Now, how did he get that far into the building? Well, I guess he's like ninja, so in a Armani suit.
Can that be an album title too? Ninja in an Armani suit.
Yeah,
It's like an 80s pop song.
Yeah.
Ninja in an Armani suit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it sounds like a Prince song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne, that's Bob. Sitting like a boss.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say Lucius Fox is black.
you know Gary Oldman. They originally wanted Gary Oldman to be Falcone.
Really?
Yeah, but then they're like, let's flip the script.
Wasn't there a rumor they wanted Aaron Eckhart to be
Bruce?
Well, they wanted Harvey Dent to show up in Begins, but they were like, we wouldn't be able to do him too much justice. And I was like, dude, what? Just don't kill off the district attorney.
just don't make him Two-Face. Yeah. But we wanna.
Yeah, you could have that guy that was in, for like all of like 30 seconds at this point could have been Aaron Eckhart playing Harvey Dent. Or
that guy dies.
Well,
I said, just don't kill off the district attorney.
Yeah.
Also, for someone that just like meets Bruce Wayne, he's like, "Hey, look at all this like awesome shit." He's like, "Okay, this will figure like immediately into my plans. Thank you." Do you have any giant bat-shaped lights? Yes.
Oddly enough, we have this searchlight with a bat on it.
So mostly this is all based on real shit.
But not a dog.
And Cillian Murphy, who plays the Scarecrow, was originally auditioned for Batman, and no one liked it so much he gave him Scarecrow.
Impeccably dressed, even in a cave. Aqueducts.
Walking with those like fancy shoes through water.
Oh, Alfred. What, it wasn't black enough?
Black is the new black, man.
Boo. Boo. Good thing we're rich. My bad.
Did you know that they originally wanted Chris Cooper to play Gordon back when they wanted Oldman to be Carmine Falcone?
Oh, yeah?
But Chris Cooper wanted to spend more time with his family at the time.
Falafel? Wasn't that funny?
I kind of almost wish he had been like, I ain't no rat.
This outfit almost makes way more sense than the Batman outfit.
Yeah.
His Batman voice, I know he's not Batman yet, but his Batman voice in this movie, not bad.
Why didn't he just use this as his Batman
That's what
voice?
I'm saying. His until he does the where are the drugs going, his voice is pretty spot on. Stapler. He's doing me stapler. Yeah.
Yeah, why wasn't it a swing blade? Sling blade? Schwinn?
Fucking Schwinn.
The Office Space had a specific brand, and I'm blanking on what it was.
Milton Stapler, the red one.
Yeah, it was a real brand that didn't make red ones until after that movie.
Like Swing Line or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Splat.
Oh, all my ribs, all my ribs.
All my arms. Oh, look at those teeth.
Which is apparently a real thing.
Yeah. All this is based on real shit.
This is probably one of my favorite little pieces of tech. Just like a boner.
Any structure, eh? So if I wanted...
Make it a bat wing.
I know you're going to become the Batman, even though no one knows what the Batman is yet. Dick called it the Batmobile. Something a kid would say. Here's a big trailer line coming up.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, just like the Batman.
You can tell that, like, the production crew is so impressed with the fucking Tumbler in this movie because there's so many little one-off sequences where, like, oh, nice car. Oh, I got to get me one of these. Oh, my, like, boner sticking through my pants because this car looks so awesome. Just me with a boner?
Sticking through the pants?
He's driving a
The
black.
thing is, you say it with like that's just a normal thing to say. That's what fucking cracks me up. You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
I'm pretty sure I have that.
You do. Yeah, that is Spider-Man mask.
Yeah.
What do you do with your nights?
Don't tell Harry.
I like how that makes the ear make a little more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crafts.
No more suspenders.
He does a nice little smooth.
Edward Scissorhands.
Flash.
Seriously, like
Tentacles.
everything. 6 to midnight. Everything is explained. You know what I mean? Like, so it's setting up to once he finally puts on the suit. It's such a fucking great scene, man. It was definitely 6 to midnight, like waiting
Why
for this
now?
scene to happen. Actually, it was like 6 to, and then midnight when you knew he was about to come out and start rocking dudes left and right as the bat. I said rocking dudes.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Or as Kevin says to say, punching turkeys in their turkey necks.
Yeah. Punch all them turkeys in their turkey necks.
In their turkey necks.
I'm getting really tired of hearing that at the beginning of every
I love that
episode
song.
of that show.
I feel like if they didn't know he was on the take, they would just blow him away.
Exactly. They would shoot him. They
It's
wouldn't
like,
be
okay,
like,
all right.
what do we do now?
Oh, he's letting us keep going, and we shouldn't okay.
Here we go.
Oh, the Velveteen Rabbit. Plays like a horror movie. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You never really get to see him until the famous line.
We never saw Stice again.
What's his name? Merchandise.
We can sell these to kids. It's like Candyman.
I think one of the most badass ways to leave a fight is about to happen. Like after you just crush a bunch of people. The shot that they use.
Even the soundtrack
Mm-hmm.
is like a horror movie.
I feel like that guy kind of looks like Kevin Spacey's younger brother.
Yeah.
6 to midnight.
Like, it makes sense that they do this kind of editing here,
Mm-hmm.
but then they do it in fights later in the movie when we've already seen what Batman looks like. And it's like, oh.
This scene coming up where he just drags his cape over him with his feet. Just peace out.
Ricky Gervais, Derek Face.
Yeah. And this is the moment I was waiting for. Finally seen the theater.
Good thing they got the better cowl.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, hey.
Got to see he's still doing well after all these years.
Yeah.
He's still around.
Still homeless, but
Yeah.
Survived 7 harsh winters in Gotham.
7 snowfalls.
7 years.
Human more. Like, I think his voice coming up here, the "you rattle the cage," is like, it's pretty good Batman voice. Before it really jumps.
yeah,
to,
it just like progressively gets worse.
yeah, or just just gets progressively over the top.
Yeah. So, are these guys working together? Because that seems like a really weird, like I don't think it would have worked so well.
If it was 2 guys.
Well, no, like the one guy, like they would have had to have known that there was a girl getting off at that station to attack.
He was on the phone. The dude in the train.
I just, yeah.
Also, this bat suit is the best bat suit in the Dark Knight trilogy, in my opinion. He's like, you see him running up the stairs. Oh, damn it! This is a nice touch.
I imagine that's pretty hot. The Falcon.
They'll know. The Falcon.
Caca.
The tagline. The Falcon. Oh, this is my favorite shot. It's fucking great.
Oh, yeah,
the
the
music,
gargoyle
everything.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They recreate this. Try to redo it in every single film, but this is the best. That's so fucking badass.
Mm.
I mean, he could be stopping crime, but like
Yeah.
that's badass. Is that, how is that how the Salvation Army works? I don't know.
Especially the cops.
Looks like a weird John Hamm.
Bruce Wayne exit gay nightclub. Damn it. Wrong headline.
Yes. Get a life. If I tried this push-up maneuver, I would need reconstructive surgery on my face. I would just crush my face and just zero upper body strength. You would hear a thud and then a scream from me.
Just
Actually, it wouldn't be a scream. It would be a thud and then just like a muffled, bone-crunching hospital. I'm not trying that once we're done with this, by the way, for your own amusement, Chris, you bastard.
And we all
You read my mind.
We all do it and all break our
Yeah,
noses.
Next birthday, Sam.
Come on,
next
guys.
birthday.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hospital! Why did we do it all at the same time?
Yeah, exactly. We all have like a whistling noise coming out of our noses for the rest of the podcast.
Hey, why would they need to turn it on the boat?
Because it's fucking fiction.
Yeah. No, I met him.
Actually, you know what? No, Sam, I got it. For the theatricality of it. Boom! Everyone, I'm holding a middle finger up to his face, stroking his beard.
I'm about to kiss it. Next album title. I'm about to kiss it.
Yeah, that's our comeback album. Where have they been? Where has No Look Lizard Stomp been all this time? I'm about to kiss it with the hit single, "Caca," and the dubstep remix of what was it?
Rub your chest.
Yeah, rub your chest. Yeah, caca.
Prince?
It's Prince. See, there you go.
Well, I always thought it was the guy that opened the door in Ghostbusters 2 that was like, "Hey, can I get a proton pack for my kid brother?"
That was Prince as well.
Oh, touche.
They finally show like this side of the arrogant, pompous Bruce Wayne that he puts on to annoy people. That guy kind of looks like Frank Miller, not him. I'll see you at my house later.
Just for standing there, have $50. Thank you.
Exactly. This is in the trailer as well. It'd be really awkward if he didn't remember her name. He's like, Vicky?
Vicky Vale.
Vicky Vale likes
Chase
Batman.
Meridian?
Yeah. Says the guy who just became a vigilante.
I'm Batman.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Harvey.
I'm Batman.
Are they saying this on a flashback? That one went in the vault, and he's going to remember that one.
I'm going to say this later at the end of the movie.
And it's going to blow your fucking mind.
Basically, the second half of this movie is just dialogue that he's regurgitating to other people.
Other people. So is it Cillian?
Hard C.
Killian?
Hard C. It's just Killian.
Killian.
Cillian Murphy? So this is what Sam was like at a Halloween party. This scene.
Like every Halloween party.
Okay. He's not blinking.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. He's in all three Batman movies. The only villain to be in all three
One
Batman
of like
movies.
3 people to be in all three Batman. 4 people?
Sounds like, I think it's 4.
Bale, Michael Caine,
Freeman.
And
Murphy.
Killian, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Kudos.
Oh, no. 5.
Oh, and Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman,
Oh,
yeah.
duh.
This is where it starts.
You must have been
It sounds so
riot.
dirty to say that.
yeah. And you just throw powder on people? Jesus.
Flour.
Still, it's
Yeah. Fuck you, man. What are you, an asshole for Halloween?
There might be pictures online.
I think I've actually seen, yeah. Now, where does Scarecrow fall on your guys' list of
Scarecrow
Batman
is
villains?
he's like just behind the Joker for me.
Really? Do you think this? Obviously, this movie, and then also Arkham Asylum, the video game, I think really put him back on the forefront.
So much so that he's the main villain in Arkham Knight. But no, I mean, and even from a storytelling perspective, you figure like he's a fascinating way to get into characters' psyches too.
Yeah. Dr. Crane, not to be confused with Frasier. He's taking out the trash like an everyman. Mr. Wayne.
I've been here for hours.
Just waiting for you to go outside.
You really need to take out your trash more often, Jim.
I was hoping this was your house and not somebody else's. I am the world's greatest detective. I am.
He fell. His cape, like memory foam, opens and blows him away like a gust of wind. This is one of the most quoted lines of this movie for me, and I don't really know why. This one right here. Does it like not people aren't eating falafel around me all the time, but I just randomly shout out that you don't have falafel.
I'm not a big falafel guy.
Yeah, neither am I.
This guy's like an evil Jack Black too.
My falafel.
Yeah. This line, oh god, this is the voice, man.
It makes sense that he would be a little more aggressive to Flash than he would to Rachel Dawes, though.
I know, but like it's not intimidating. Like he should just be flinging him up and down, and like saying like one word.
Why?
Scatman, Batman.
Yeah.
Skibidi-doo, bop, dee-bop, boo.
He drops him.
Do I look like a slippity slop? Here you go in the flippity flop.
Is he Bill Cosby?
He's Bill Cosby Batman now.
Yeah, let's have some Jello pudding.
He's in the outfit but has the sweater on top with the cape underneath.
Cosby man.
Yeah. Discount John Hamm's about to get shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's Stags. He's still in there. Help me. Help me. Stags? Stags?
Stice.
Stags?
Oh, well, that's why we needed his name mentioned like 3 more times. Stice?
And we never saw that actor again.
Well, he's dead.
That's a crate where you disappear into.
Yeah.
Stag, Stice, Stlubenheim, whatever his name is.
And not Harvey Dent.
And discount John Hamm. He's very afraid of heights.
To be fair, I don't remember ever seeing that actor ever again, though.
He got plastic surgery and became
ever.
John Hamm. Had a very successful run on Mad Men. Here comes
Fucking
everyone's
Peeping Tom Batman.
least favorite character on Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot he was in this.
I also forgot there's Batman pajamas hanging from that clothesline.
Are there?
Yeah, I see that black and white pattern.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be king one day.
It was a sweet moment, though.
Don't kill yourself with that. I don't even know what it does.
It's a highly weaponized thing. Puppies.
I like how you see him in that back corner, just kind of like sinking in the shadows.
Yeah.
They won't see it. And then he runs.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo, I see you.
Skags?
I'm going to wait until he gets his dick in his hands. And
You forgot to flush.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Courtesy flush. Courtesy knockout.
Really, gotta wait until this guy gets his dick in his hands. And there we go.
Always wait for the dick in the hands.
Such a great... Could have been a throwaway line, but it's a really great line he gives.
I don't think I never thought he overplayed it. I
No,
always
I'm
thought
saying
that,
he
it's a
did
great-
that perfectly.
And this is where the GameCube
Yeah,
game
exactly, yep.
flashbacks from.
I love this scene with him and Alfred, like the concern on Alfred. Michael Caine plays. It's so embarrassing.
Hey, look, it's Sam when he's drunk.
Yeah, no, that was probably me. Thank God I didn't have any.
because
Thank God I didn't have any of this equipment.
He's
That's
not
how I would have got.
He's not dedicating this to Grant Morrison.
Well, that's true.
So clearly
Well, that's how
it's
I
not
would have
you.
got to my room quicker if I had this.
He's also not shouting about Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's true.
Y'all see Guardians?
Alfred, this is the best rendition of hatred ever.
He's drunk dialing Rachel on accident.
Alfred, it's me, Batman. Bruce, is that you?
Oh, shit. Fuck. Wrong number.
You called me. Shut up.
This is all a dream.
I always wonder how Alfred would get Batman. Like he's just step in the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you snug? Okay.
Yeah. That's how we got you in the car when you wanted your chicken nuggets in the back seat last year at your birthday. You ate 3 of the 20. Someone ate the 17 other ones, but it was
and they left out the box the following
kind of
morning.
like a fuck you.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, awesome chicken nuggets, and the boxes were empty, and I was like, it was like the 20-piece boxes, and I was like, fuck.
Oh.
And I ate all your chicken nuggets, Mr. Wayne.
I drank your milkshake.
He was hiding in the corner as well. Listen to how he says Lucius. It's the best. I want this to be
The
on our...
Recepticons?
No. Wait, I love the way he says Lucius needs to be put in a dubstep repeat song.
Classic.
I want to change my name to Lucius and then just talk to Michael Caine.
Lucius.
Rachel.
30. My Facebook Twitter accounts are about to blow up. With all the happy birthday, Bruce. Happy birthday, Bruce. Long time no see, Bruce. Happy birthday, Bruce. Notification, Bruce.
Happy birthday, Bruce.
Back computer is just blowing up.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Serious face, Christian Bale.
He bit his tongue.
It's very narrow there, Rachel.
Oh, snap.
Fuck you! It's my birthday.
Yeah, seriously.
My parents are dead, Rachel.
I know you got me this stupid little rock.
Why don't you just drive away in your Ford Taurus? Fuck.
Just throws it at her. Loser weepers.
Actually sticks
It
in.
kills her on accident.
Alfred.
Cancel the party. That one.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
What a terrible song.
Yeah. He's a budding musician and pianist.
I don't think they ever show that again in this series, do they?
The keyboard or
Yeah.
the piano? No, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Well, I guess the whole place burns down and he has the opportunity to come up with a new one.
Yes.
Spoilers.
I already spoiled that one a long time ago.
I'm just saying. Ooh, trailer moment.
Yes.
I will become a bat. Oh, no, I already am a bat. I'll become a bat tonight.
Chilling his Red Bull. I would love to have 2 films dealing with Rutger Hauer, what he's doing in the Dark Knight universe after he's fired. Just a day in the life of Rutger Hauer.
I always
during
thought,
the Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises.
I always wanted him to come back as like a kind of a more villainous figure.
Solomon Grundy.
Yeah.
Born on a Monday.
Killer Moth.
Killer, dude, fuck yes. I love Killer Moth.
Do you want to see my mask?
I can't get over that, Sam. That's so classic.
That's so
Roughly
you.
how many people did you throw flour in their face?
It's like 2 or 3.
What was the common reaction?
Fuck.
Were you sober when this happened?
Yeah, I didn't actually. I was DDing that Halloween.
Oh, okay. The cop pulls you over. You want to see my mask? You throw flour in his face. You're lucky I like Batman Begins, kid.
I get it. I get it.
I get you. I like you.
Me.
That's not a Jungian archetype.
Ooh. I don't know, man. He's got a doctrine in this movie, Sam.
In
I think
psychopharmacology.
he knows what he's doing. He's a doctor.
Trust him. He's a doctor.
Yeah. Nice glasses, man. I'm supposed to wear glasses, and I have glasses just like that.
Yeah, me too. Well, not just like
Not
them.
me neither. Not just like that.
She's not wearing a bra.
So looks girls.
Says the looks girls. I find her very attractive. Anybody?
Yeah, no, I would agree. I would agree.
I looked over and both of you were just like asleep behind the microphone.
Sam still likes girls.
Yeah. She aged quite a bit after her Tom Cruise marriage, though.
Did she?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I haven't-
Tom
I
Cruise
haven't
is like
kept
an
it-
incubus.
I haven't kept
how
up
he
to date
stays so
with
young.
Katie Holmes. She seems pretty calm right now. Like, yeah, I'm gonna leave now. I'm Sam Stone. And you need to bring that back for Halloween, man. I'm serious. All I'm seeing now is Sam Stone.
Did he just say who does your hair?
Yeah. I love he goes. He always refers to him as the Batman.
You can hear the hyphen.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. These guys are rejected expendables.
No.
Expendable expendables.
Not even deletables.
But not even deletables. I love that line. Do you think his Scarecrow is underutilized in this movie? Like when you finally get it rearing up and going,
Oh,
it's kind of
yeah.
just like, oh, taser to the face.
I wasn't the biggest fan of him not being the main villain. Because, again, second favorite Batman villain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, did you know that Ra's al Ghul was coming back?
I had a feeling that we hadn't seen the last of Liam Neeson.
Okay. But you thought like, all right, well, the rest of it's Scarecrow. Like,
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought. I thought Scarecrow was the main
yeah,
villain
you
of,
finally
like,
get
the main
him on the
storyline.
horse and like,
Yeah.
looking all freaky, and then he gets tasered to the face.
Carl Urban?
Yeah.
No.
Punk rock Carl Urban.
I don't
know
know
guns.
guns.
You're missing him, dude. He's already hugging you. Stags?
Stags, is that you? Are you finally back?
I love he's just waiting. I think even though he's underutilized, he's so good in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I think that's why they brought him back for the later two.
And why he cast him in Inception. Because he...
Oh, yeah, of course.
yeah, he loves working with... I think he's in...
Interstellar?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen anything with him yet.
I love that face.
Yeah. And his line is hilarious. Well, I mean, not the Ra's al Ghul line, but this line.
Which is a line from issue of Legends of the Dark Knight.
We're about to get some mad, crazy Batman Year One action in here.
Right? Ready your sixes for midnight.
Not wearing a bra.
There's all next girls.
Cold in Gotham.
Black up?
Batman's waiting for backup as well. Or Bat
Cup.
He said he'd be right behind if you wanted to go in now. He's totally in now. Asshole, lying son of a bitch.
I didn't think he was really going to go in.
Hub, 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 hub.
Hup, 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 hup.
We're about to have the score blow wide open. Here's two.
Gentlemen, ready your boners.
I'm sure Sam will let us know.
Oh! My boner's sticking through my pants.
Vertigo shot.
No, it wasn't.
Wow. Stairs.
Oh, okay. Anytime.
It's a movie. I mean, they both were movies.
Head stairs. Batman 89 had more of a vertigo shot.
That was more the vertigo shot where the cops are running up, but it's too dark to be like high frequency transponder time.
At least it wasn't ice skates.
So how far are bats flying to get to like what is like the center of basically Manhattan?
Shh. Theatricality and deception. Girls are a detective. I don't know. Theatricality. Stags? Stags, is that you? It's come back in the form of many bats.
That's what Batman does.
Batman's asleep right now.
Don't drop a Gordon. This is your big chance.
Exactly. Yeah. Finally made friends with the bat.
Wait, so now he takes it out of his boot? Oh, to throw it. Okay. I thought he was just going to press a button.
Batman, because of the armor he's wearing, as much as I love it, throws like a real sissy coming up. Because he can't really contort his body. So he's like, excuse me. And he like throws a little grenade. It's like, Oh, Frank Miller. Frank Miller. This one coming up.
Frank Miller?
Yeah, Frank Miller and Frank Miller. Frank Miller. Stacks.
Was that Stax?
I didn't know you two guys were having a moment.
Yeah.
I got my own. I'll get takeout.
Yeah. I gotta get me one of those. Those cops are dead.
So for counting, it's like it's like the third. Oh, look at how cool my car is line.
How can I stay calm with all these lights and flashings and
Stay calm. You've been poisoned.
Yeah. And I'm dressed up as a bat.
True detective, like hallucination.
That was what it was like when we were driving home in the taxi. This is what it was like driving home in the taxi. You guys all right?
You were cool. Stay calm. Rachel.
So are you not going to get a ticket to park here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the same parking garage from the beginning of The Dark
I was
Yeah.
about to say, it
Yeah.
looks like it
He revisits
probably
it.
is.
I like to think so. Chris Parnell.
What?
Trust.
Trust? Who do ya? Well, he just killed all the people on the ground.
Chris Parnell's like, what the? Chronicles of the Tumblr.
He's the Batman. Batman! And he just killed
Kills a
all
couple
those
more people. I mean, to be fair, the last Batman movie, he was flying on rooftops as well.
Thank God this church held.
Yeah.
Right?
For a tank landing on a church.
Yeah. Is this the same tunnel they do in The Dark Knight?
Lower Wacker Drive. Yeah, looks like it.
Whacker.
Drive.
Is that
Wasn't that
Chris
the guy?
Parnell
Yeah,
again?
was that the guy who was staring at him on the?
I have to say, I mean, I do applaud them for deciding to film in Pittsburgh for the third film, because they are using a shitload of stuff in the second film that they had already done.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh and New York City.
Were you in New York while I was filming?
No.
Oh, that was right before.
Yeah.
Did you see any cool shoots or anything while you were in New York? Of note?
Unfortunately, no.
Really? No.
Yeah. No, I missed them all. Well, no. Across the street from where I was working, they were shooting. Oh God. Well, never mind. Apparently, I
okay.
didn't. White Collar. That's what it was.
Oh, I like that show.
Yeah. Yeah, they shoot a lot in the area of Queens where I was working.
So, how does this work? The stealth mode. Does he turn off all the street lights, and then all the cops just magically don't see the big bulky object that their lights should be shining on?
It must be like completely silent, and I don't know. They just
Like, I can understand like his lights going off, but does that mean their lights shining on him don't show a giant fucking tank anymore?
Yeah.
they don't know what to shine it on. I guess I don't know. But he loves to hit everything.
I know,
he
it's
can
just like
before.
toll booth, awesome.
What can I do to show where I am? I'm not going to look while I go through this waterfall. Like, I feel like it would be really easy to track that.
Especially since there's like tire tracks going up to the
Yeah.
waterfall.
Dainty.
Exactly. It's Lucius's Red Bull.
Lucius. Gee, I wonder why they would do that.
That means anybody that boiled water for months.
Yeah, right?
Just getting messed up in their house.
Oh, I'm going to make this macaroni. Oh, God, bats!
It's macaroni.
Vulcan nerve pinch. Sedative?
To the poison you just drank, Dr. Jones. Good night. He took the film.
And then she's asleep for like 3 days, isn't she? Or was that Vicky Vale?
Vicky Vale might be asleep for 3 days. She wakes up in because the chaos goes. Shit's about to go down tonight.
He took the film.
The men who stare at goats? What are you saying now?
Damn good television.
Beats Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
What?
That is like a fair point. It's like, hey, back the fuck off. I was saving somebody from dying. I'm not trying to prove anything.
I mean, he did, like he said, hit everything he could with the tumbler.
Well, I mean, a little joyriding on the way. So you do want me to act like a drunken asshole at this party. Awesome.
This is how we got everyone out of the old Shabine when we finished Hey Jude.
My thing is, how does he get the wait staff out, too, or the caterers?
Probably just told him to leave because they're being paid by him. He just repeats the lines he hears back in the third act because he repeats the line to him.
Yeah. It makes you wonder how many times he's had to do this.
Yeah, especially with the Batman thing from earlier. Is he? No, that's not a Starbucks one. Never mind.
No. Damn it.
Wow, this looks suspect. Alfred getting a drunken, maybe dead girl into the back of a car. I wanted to see Crazy Scarecrow for like the rest of the franchise, and we never do. Like, I wanted to see him like in the Scarecrow outfit, but in the next movie, he's wearing a fucking suit again. And it's like, oh, come on.
He saw your Facebook pictures and was like, you know what? It looks good. I'm going to keep it. Lucius just picking at the food.
Stealing. I mean, he just got fired. He's like, I'm just going to take all of this, by the way.
He's wearing one of Bruce's tuxes. I'm living here now, Bruce, by the way. I know your secret. I know your secret. Lucius. Face acting.
Or people boil water.
Diplomatic immunity.
Gotham must know.
You're not
No.
pronouncing it
Yeah.
right, by the way.
No, I'm Ra's al Ghul.
What if Bruce saw him in the crowd before he made his big entrance? He's like, Nice little nod from Liam Neeson.
I saved your
What if he just left his party?
Well, I mean, he's pretty much just like, we're gonna
Throw down.
Yeah. Again, Sam said this entire thing after the Hey Jude karaoke. Kicked everyone out of Old Shabine like this. And referred to himself as a Wayne. Oh, Harvey?
Oh.
It's such a fun. Stop smiling. This isn't a joke.
So did you still want the spinach puffs, Mr. Wayne?
That's a very Zorro thing, though. Was it De La Vega? The alter ego of Zorro will purposely act like afraid of weapons and like a real sissy around his girlfriend or his wife and like a real kind of just loser asshole. And so everyone just would never assume that he's Zorro
Like
because
Clark
he's
Kent.
the exact opposite. Yeah, but I mean, like that's something that I feel like, if he was watching Mark of Zorro or anything like that. There's a scene in Mark of Zorro that's great where he basically is like, "Ooh, a sword! I don't know what to do with a sword," and they're like, "You're such a wuss." And so I always think of that when Batman ever pulls or Bruce Wayne pulls something like that. It's him recreating what he saw in the Mark of Zorro.
Oh, hey guys, nobody ever talks to me. How's it going? Everything cool?
This is my first day of the job. Stacks.
I was 3 days away from retirement.
All the Frank Millers are being released.
Even Zaz Frank Miller.
Even Zaz Frank Miller, but no Stags.
And now it's time to cash it.
You and the taglines, man. Well done, Chris.
I have to say, nobody came back. Like, how quickly did they file out of the fucking house and, like, drive
Like,
away?
nobody got lost.
Yeah.
Like, in Wayne Manor.
The
like,
valets were already fucking ready. They were
Yeah.
like, hey.
Yeah.
And like you said, the caterers. Where are the caterers?
They were just looking for an extra reason to leave.
They're like, fine, fuck this guy. I'm gonna steal all the silver. Stags?
He's Stags now. No, there is no Stags.
There is no Dr. Crane, only Stags.
And my lover. I mean... Beside you, fighting you, loving you. Fuck this. Party Man's playing in the background.
Hold on. I like this one.
Yeah. Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence? Stags?
Body man. Body Stags.
Party Stags? Just nobody there because no one knows what ever happened to him. What if the end of The Dark Knight Rises was Bruce Wayne donates all of his money to Stag's family? He was my first victim.
And my first love. After Ra's al Ghul.
But yeah.
This part of the plot always was fucking stupid to me. He's like, we're going to use economics to destroy Gotham City. Let's create more crime to end crime. It makes no sense. And it also indirectly makes Ra's al Ghul the Wayne's killer.
Yeah.
Hey man, I made you. You made me.
Yeah.
How can we be so
You wouldn't hit a guy with awful facial hair, would you? He's dead. He didn't hear you.
He didn't leave you for dead, though.
That's true. He didn't. He saved your life and gave you to a English-speaking shaman.
Yeah.
Frank Miller, Frank Miller, Frank Miller. I think Alfred has a great little throwaway line coming up.
Alfred.
Frank Miller's. When I get every swinging dick on the GCPD in here and all the falafels, then we'll go.
All the boners ripping through the pants.
Soggy falafels.
Is that what you call yours? The soggy falafel?
No, his falafel was soggy. He's burned now and dead. Like a true badass, Alfred walks through fire.
Fuck you!
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
This broke both my arms when it fell down.
Yeah. Oh, there is one more time, I guess.
You fucked it up, Alfred.
Yeah,
it's not opening.
Why'd you pick such a stupid chord melody?
Man, I feel like that shot got used to death in like Volcano and Dante's Peak.
Starring the Bronson or Brosnan.
Both.
Yeah.
Going for your penis. Oh, never mind.
I remember this whole exchange here. My friend who was with me
Started crying.
fucking cheer, like almost stood up and started like applauding.
Hey, lady.
The manager. All
All right, well, if you insist.
I don't need to see any identification. I don't need to see any identification. Yeah, big get back, get a boo. No, I don't need any orders.
It's about to get faced.
This guy uses the mighty silent point to stop
He
Katie
does.
Holmes.
It is mighty.
No words, just
Yeah.
the point.
The mightiest point. Oh, that's so good. Spread the words, you freaking turds.
Right in the face. Why'd they wait until now to put the masks on? Young Robert Downey Jr.?
This is when the kid imagines Game of Thrones.
The entirety of Game of Thrones
is imagined in his brain.
Even the seasons after he dies.
Yes.
Did he cock his gun twice?
Don't you?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, we're about to get the Batman Forever moment.
It's the one with the weird shaped head. Oh, Commissioner Loeb.
Bat butt. Bat butt.
Apparently, they had an extra suit from Batman and Robin, and as a joke, they had Christian Bale like wear it for some photo shoot.
Here it is, Batman Forever moment. Except I like to think he's giving the thumbs up in the Tumblr.
To Commissioner Loeb.
Yeah. It'd been great if Batman was riding a horse, though.
Through flames.
Yeah.
So bad.
This is when I thought like it was the reign of the Scarecrow, man.
Yeah.
There it is. I love it. Accidentally runs over Gordon.
I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Hub. Ugh.
Were those the bat keys to the Batmobile?
What if he couldn't drive stick?
Yeah.
Such a badass.
Seriously.
And he's gone. We don't see Scarecrow for this movie.
Into the Dark Knight. I remember thinking like that can't be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
In
does
the
he fight
theater.
Batman? When does he
Yeah,
fight
yeah,
Batman?
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay, he doesn't fight Batman.
Zombies.
Dawn of the Dead.
Frank Miller's. Skaggs. Boz Skaggs.
He kind of has the Al Pacino, Dick Tracy face going, oh, it's opening. Oh.
Bruce.
It's always this.
Splat.
It's always the same, somewhat disappointed Bruce.
Yeah. Wait, what? He's terrorizing the citizens.
Single-handedly creates an entire neighborhood's worth of villains that are inspired by that moment to stop Batman.
He tried to kill me. I like how Raz's mask and Batman's cowl are almost complete opposites.
It's a pre-Bane mask.
You're a pre-Bane mask.
I know.
Oh, let's get another action sequence where I can't tell what the fuck is going on, even though we know what Batman looks like now.
Yeah, well, it's the style that was really prevalent at the time, and it still kind of is. It's just the chaos editing.
Yeah, like Bourne Identity.
Yeah,
really
I blame Bourne Identity.
Yeah,
they're the ones that really made it popular.
It's bearable in Ultimatum, but it hits its low point at Supremacy. And they do clean it up for like the following films, but it's so hard to tell what the fight between Batman and Liam Neeson.
Yeah, well, it focuses more on chaotic camera movements than like actual like following the choreography, which is a real shame.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Points lost. Batman Begins. Points lost.
Take that, Christopher Nolan. And that guy's dead.
All he wanted to do was go for a ride. And he did, and died.
So if they're closing the bridges, then why are they allowing the monorail to go? I mean, I get it that one's been like hijacked, but like there should be kill switches that they can control, right? Right?
You would think, like, I mean, especially if everything's out of Wayne Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Stan Lee's cameo without a mustache.
That's not how pressure works, by the way.
Yeah, that guy knows what he's talking about, Sam. Again, that's his
Obviously,
job.
He's
works.
He's a 40-year man. I've been doing this job for 40 years. I know all about pressure. Pressure.
Billy Joel style. Pressure.
I was going Queen and David Bowie.
Oh, okay. You're going under.
Oh, ouch.
Wrong car.
Damn. Still enough time to make a badass pose and
Yeah.
scowly face.
His scowly face.
Causing just as much property damage as everybody else.
The misadventures of Jim Gordon.
I don't know how to drive. Wouldn't they be worried about the effects on the human body from that microwave emitter? I know I am.
It's 90-some% of the human body is liquid.
Yeah. Aren't they worried about that? You know. Okay, fine.
Here comes a classic face.
Open wide. Oh, it is? Is it? Is it? God damn it, Christopher Nolan. British Nolan.
Sorry. Missed.
That was my spot.
I'll bash you.
But what if I had stopped it? What if I had stopped the train? Would all the wouldn't that be slightly less risky?
Probably killed a couple people doing that. Definitely killing people doing that.
I think he's got the batarangs like that.
Killed a couple people that.
That's fucked.
Well, that just seems like a technicality.
It's like I could save you. I have all the resources to save you, but I won't. Which is just a loophole of saying I'm going to kill you.
What if the evaporator survived this crash, Bruce? What now, brown cow?
It's a bat.
Was that
Black
always going to
bat.
explode? Was that always just going to fucking explode? Was that the plan?
Or was it the damage? Was it the damage from the fall?
Look at the damage. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. Good God, the city.
40-year man. See retirement.
We
After
saved.
all. Oh,
we,
yes.
we saved the city from here.
They saved the city. Yeah.
We did it. We did it. Your first day, my last day. Oh, boy.
Hey, it's
Dave.
the Batman. Hey, Batman. Hey, Bat Boy.
Hey, so forget my suit, all right? I am 45. Chris O'Donnell. Dun, 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 dun. See you later.
Just bring the Batmobile back to Wayne, man. I mean,
Yeah.
damn.
It sounded like he said fuck instead. I'm sorry. Bruce Wayne spotted coming out of a gay nightclub. Again? Paparazzi's everywhere.
Ooh.
Gonna disappear like a teardrop in the rain.
Oh.
Dude, you get hit with all your own lines, dude.
At once.
Yeah. Got owned, fool. Never gonna see you again. Fuck you.
Boy,
You
long
talking to
sleeve
Rachel?
Polo.
That it's
Nah,
almost a turtleneck. The way that he was leaning, I was like, is it a turtleneck?
Smacked you in the face twice.
Well, I stopped thinking about. Oh, sorry.
Why are you only talking out of the side of your mouth?
Side effect of the drug.
Stroke.
Bruce's first kiss.
Never been kissed.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne edition.
That's what the story's actually about.
Have
Bruce
you ever
Wayne's
seen
first
the ABC Family promo for Batman Begins?
kiss. No.
It's like a romantic comedy.
Is it really?
Yeah. If for you guys listening, YouTube it. It's brilliant.
Pause the
Pause
commentary.
Watch the Mad Max Fury Road trailer. But seriously, do it.
2015 belongs to the Mad.
Belongs to the Mad.
I thought he was going to become district attorney. God.
Face. Two-Face.
Maybe someday you'll let me blow up.
Cold, Jake. Cold.
You know what's cold? The fact that she's not wearing a bra again. That's how you can tell it's cold.
Yeah.
Sam Stone likes girls.
Yep, there we go. It's kind of got the Superman
Yeah,
spit
right?
curl.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, we're going to get creeper Thomas Wayne face again.
Oh.
My favorite Thomas Wayne face.
I think that's your favorite everything.
Oh man.
Shit, Dad.
Boner
like
popping
real.
through my pants.
Supposed to be such a touching moment, no pun intended, and Sam turns it into a boner sticking through pants.
such as with all things.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Neo starts flying at the screen for no reason. Wake up! I think everyone lost their shit. in this
Falcon
scene.
Man?
Along with most of the police force.
All the Frank Millers.
You say potato, we say potato.
Spaghetti, big dig. Oh. Oh. Yeah, everyone went nuts when I saw this.
Oh, yeah. They wanted to get nuts. They got nuts.
Yeah.
That means the Joker's gonna be the next bad guy.
You had me at hello.
Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn.
Peace.
Oh, hey, he actually got to see him leave that time. I just realized that. That's like the only time he gets to see him exit.
He's like,
Hey!
really, he's like, really not as cool as I thought it was gonna be. Him seeing him leave like that.
Well, man.
Oh, yeah.
Batman Begins, guys. Probably, would you say, is that your favorite Batman film, Jake?
Of the Nolan stuff, probably. Yeah.
You wouldn't put it over 89?
Oh no. Like I said, 89 is such a nostalgic thing for me, and introducing this so much that never. But and Bowfinger, probably more so. I don't know, man. It's tough. I'm very excited to watch The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
For me, it's always been a toss-up between those two.
Well, I think The Dark Knight is the best Batman movie ever made. Like, I mean, just it is. I mean, my favorite is
from a
forever,
technical
yeah,
standpoint.
forever my favorite is 89. But I mean, The Dark Knight, man, you can't beat.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like how from a technical standpoint, I think, from a technical standpoint, Raiders of the Lost Ark is the best Indiana Jones movie. But I always personally enjoyed Last Crusade the most.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my favorite was always Raiders. But I don't know. It's really tough. I think this is like a great Batman movie. Like still to this day, the only one made about really Batman, the man becoming Batman.
I think you could have like this is like such a good like just story. You know, like it didn't have to be Batman.
Mm-hmm.
It could have just been about a guy becoming a vigilante. Like it didn't. You know, he didn't have to be the Bat. He didn't have to be Bruce Wayne. You know, that kind of thing. Like, so I think that's where it gets a lot of its like, it's a lot of its positive marks because it's not just stuck. It's actually a well structured story.
And I feel like both of the first two Christian Bale Batman films have that kind of quality to it. Like The Dark Knight's just a crime story. It's basically Heat.
Yeah.
Until you get two random elements thrown in, specifically Batman and the Joker.
Yeah.
But
well, go read Year One now, people.
Yeah.
Or read The Long Halloween, which is apparently Christopher Nolan and Christian Bale's favorite Batman story.
Mm-hmm.
Or just read any Batman that you can get your hands on.
Like I said, it was this movie just came at that time that got me back into comic books. So thank you, Batman Begins, for being that movie.
Yeah.
And thank you, Chris and Goyer.
Yes.
David Goyer, right? Yeah.
Jumpy
David Goyer.
Thug.
Oh, I guess they were in Bhutan. If they're booting these prison guards.
Sure.
Huh.
Way
Is
to go.
Stags on here?
Stags!
He's forgotten. He's the only one not in
we
there
probably
because
passed
we
him
don't know.
already.
Yeah, if they have like little boy. Oh, that's right. There's Victor Zsasz. There he is.
Oh, the valet was played by Tom Nolan. Probably related.
They do have Barbara Gordon in the credits too.
Oh, yeah.
Even though she doesn't do anything.
No, but she was there.
She's played in the Dark Knight. She's played by she plays the First Lady in Air Force One, right?
Yeah.
And she goes and freaking Gary Oldman is the
Bad guy.
the bad guy in that.
But yeah, this has been a really probably for me if not the highlight, very damn close to this entire cinematic celebration of Batman's 75th anniversary. God, I wish there was a after credit scene.
I know.
What if there always was, but nobody ever knew?
Yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
ever stayed.
It's Stags getting out of the container. What did I miss?
Where are you guys?
Yeah. I will become Killer Moth.
Guys, it's me, Stag.
I was Stice.
We
but now
thought
I'm
you were
Stags.
dead, man.
Oh, right, Stice.
Yeah.
We keep saying it wrong.
It's,
I let it go. But So this has been another installment of Geek Out Commentary celebrating Batman's 75th anniversary.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. Next week we've got The Dark Knight. Everyone's really the Empire Strikes Back of Batman movies.
Mm-hmm. Good night, Stags.
Good night, Stags.
Good night, Stags.